Schoolboy error, man. Experienced streamer put himself on mute before we started streaming. What a twat. What a twat. But we are back again. And listen, I've seen enough fallout over the last few days about David Luiz, red card. Was it? Wasn't it? They've appealed it. It's not been given. It's been like declined. And then obviously Bednek, or Better, what's his name? Bederek, his has been rescinded. Oh, it's a conspiracy. It's a conspiracy. The FA and VAR, they are against us. Everyone is against Arsenal. Arsenal are the only team in the league that get all of these decisions against them. It's a conspiracy. It's not a conspiracy. Let me just bring a little bit of realism to this, yeah? So I tweeted out earlier, and I'm going to find it and I'm going to show you it because it's kind of important, because never let the truth get in the way of a good story. Let's be real here. And the truth always gets hidden by our fans for some reason. So I found the tweet. I'm going to share it because it is very important, because like I said, never let the truth get in the way of a good story and a good bandwagon. But last season, we got 2 points more than we should have by VAR. And if you look at this, and I'll zoom in on it so you can all see it properly. So there's the final league table last season. Liverpool got done out of 5 points last season. Man City got 3 points more. Chelsea 2 points more. Wolves 9 points more. They would have finished fourth if VAR had done its job properly. Manchester United would have finished on the same points, but 2 positions lower. Leicester 4 points fewer, so on and so forth. Look at Sheffield United, 1 point more. But anyway, there's Arsenal. There they are, just there. 54 points. We would have had 2 points less and 1 position less had VAR done its job properly. And sorry, actually, I'm lying. Actually, let me rephrase all of this, because I've come out with complete bollocks. If VAR wasn't in the game last season, this would have been the final league standings. So if VAR was not a thing, nobody knew about VAR. Oh, VAR. If VAR wasn't a thing, this would have been how the league table would have looked. So with VAR, this is how the league table would have looked last season. Liverpool still would have won. Man City would have still come second. Chelsea would have been third. Wolves fourth. Man United fifth. Arsenal would have finished ninth behind Burnley, 1 position lower and 2 points lower. That's if VAR was not in the game. But because VAR was in the game, we actually gained 2 points. Oh, it's a conspiracy. It's a conspiracy. Oh, the refs. Oh, it's a conspiracy. Everyone's against Arsenal. It's only Arsenal, but everyone's against Arsenal. Look at Wolves. They would have had 9 points more if VAR weren't in the game. Wow. 9 point. Wow. Wolves would have finished fourth. They would have been Champions League team last season. They would have gone from 7th to 4th. I haven't seen any Wolves fans crying about conspiracy. Liverpool, they would have had 5 points left. Oh, wow. But let's continue on, because this is a very good talking point. So we have actually gained 2 points last season. We would have actually lost 2 points last season if VAR wasn't in the game. Now let's come to this season. This season so far, oh my God, it's a conspiracy. They've cost us 3 points. 3 points, I hear you cry. Oh my God, we could have been challenging for top 4. Oh my God, it's a disgrace. So we're -3 this season, but we're +2 last season. Okay, so this conspiracy, 2 points last season, -3 this season. This conspiracy has actually only cost Arsenal 1 point in 60 games. 1 point. 1 point. 1 point. Actually, only 1 point. If VAR was in the game last season, Liverpool would have had 5 points less. So, okay. So Arsenal would have finished, this is mad. Arsenal would have finished 9th with 2 points less. Liverpool would have got 5 points less. Okay. If there was no VAR. Okay, so VAR gave Liverpool 5 points. This season, it's cost Liverpool 5 points. 5 points for Liverpool this season would have put them second. Just probably top, actually. Probably top. But City would obviously have the games in hand. Oh, this it's a conspiracy. Look at Wolves. I'm baffed. They would have had 9 points more if there was no VAR last season. Oh, fucking hell. Wolves fans must be doing their nuts. 9 points more, they would have had Champions League. Have you actually seen any Wolves fans crying about VAR? Liverpool. Okay. They've actually been cost 5 points this season. Liverpool, yeah? Liverpool. They've been cost 5 points this season. Conspiracy, apparently. It's a conspiracy. Absolute conspiracy. Now it's Varchester United. Varchester United. If you look back to last season, they would have had the same points, but would have finished 2 positions lower. Conspiracy. Don't let the truth ever get in the way of a good story and a great bandwagon. The bandwagon is in full flow. You've got the super fans. Of course, the super fans are going to cry about it because it fits the narrative. It gets some traction, extra zeros on videos and tweets. You're going to get the Arsenal journalists. They're going to tweet about it because, of course, they're on the payroll. They're on the payroll. I will tweet it's a conspiracy, which means that I keep up the narrative with the football club, which means the football club will still let me have a champagne dinner when fans can come back. Absolute farce. The fact and reality is, as much as I don't agree with what happened with David Luiz the other day, the fact is, by the letter of the laws of this game, David Luiz, it was a penalty and it was a red card. So instead of crying about a referee, oh my God, Craig Paulson. Arsenal fans are the only fans in the world, by the way, who care who the ref is. Oh, it's Mike Dean. Oh, Mike Dean, the Spurs fan. Yeah, we've lost 1 game out of 20 with Mike Dean. Mike Dean's a Spurs fan. 3 of them have been actually against Tottenham, funny enough. And we ain't lost any of them. Mad. Mad when you deep it, isn't it? Mad when you actually get the facts and the stats in front of you. And you can see that the bandwagon is in full flow. Big up to my guy. Big up you, Confident Saturday versus Villa. Arteta out for me. Don't see a style of football. Big up to you, Joseph. Brother, I just watched Tottenham against Chelsea. And you can see what that manager has done at Chelsea inside, well, 1 training session. It's now, 3 games? They ain't conceded a goal, mate. They're playing a 3-2-5 formation. But apparently, it's a conspiracy, mate. Conspiracy. I'm not convinced we can beat Villa, and the reason I'm not convinced is because I thought we could beat Wolves. But why would I think we could beat Wolves when, let's be real here, 9 unbeaten or 8 without a win, and Santa Claus Arsenal turn up? They just got piped by Jesse Lingard. Jesse Lingard, of all people. Jesse Lingard. Wow. Wowee. Jesse Lingard. And yeah, I'm never confident, mate. I'm never confident, apart from the odd few games a season, because I know how this club works, bruv. But big up to you, Joseph. Thank you. Good thing Tottenham in the mud. CEO of the Rat Army. Real fan. VAR is not a tool. It's a human ref error. Rather have robots reffing the game. Bruv, thank you very much for your donation. And listen, this is where I've got an issue with it. And big up to both of you for your donations. I appreciate it. This is where I've got an issue with it, right? Is you can see there, yeah, VAR. If VAR wasn't in the game last season, we finish underneath Burnley, by the way, underneath Burnley. We would have had 2 points less. This season, we'd have had 2 points more. This season, we've got 3 points less. So in 60 games, we have only technically, according to our fans, we get robbed. We've been robbed. We've actually technically only been robbed 1 point in 60 games. But that don't suit the narrative. That don't suit the super fans. That don't suit the journalists. That don't suit the mainstream media. That don't suit the people who think they're important. That doesn't suit the narrative. Oh my God, David Luiz, it weren't a red. I agree it weren't a red. I agree it weren't a penalty. But at the same time, the letter of the law, which you know before the season starts as a football club, whether we know the laws and whether we know the ins and outs of the laws is irrelevant. Each and every football club get briefed at the start of the season on the new law changes. And they know the laws. David Luiz, yeah, shouldn't have run up to halfway. He shouldn't have been trying to win the ball on halfway. He's an experienced guy. He is the most decorated footballer in terms of trophies that we have at this football club. So what the fuck is he doing on the halfway line in the 47th minute? What's he doing? 2nd minute of stoppage time. Why is he on halfway? If you actually look at the back four, when he goes to win the Thomas Partey's coming back the way, yeah, it's like a zigzag. What are you doing? And then as soon as the ball bounces out, he admires where the ball has gone. Oh, the ball's over, which is off for a split second, and now we can't catch William Jose. But you know what? I don't blame David Luiz. I blame the manager playing him. Because let's be real here. This guy's been here, what, 2.5 seasons? He's given away 7 penalties. 7. That is, I think, 4 more than the next team in the league. He's been sent off 3 times for them 7 pens. And, you know, people can sit there and talk about conspiracy theories and, oh, VAR this and the refs this. What a load of bollocks. The laws are the laws. You know the laws as a football club. If that's down the other end, the sheer hypocrisy of our fan base, because if that was down the other end and it wasn't given as a penalty and it wasn't given as a red card, they'd be saying, oh, it's a disgrace. If it was given as a penalty and it was given as a red card, our fans would be out here actively Twitter fingers, giving it, oh, well, he stuck to the letter of the law. Absolute hypocrites, the lot of them. Yeah. But like I said, don't get you an extra 0 on your video. Yeah, don't get you an extra 0 on your retweets and your likes on your thread and your Insta posts. The fact and reality is we gained 2 points by VAR being in the league last season. This season, we're -3. So we've actively been robbed and conspiracy against us for 1 point in 60. 1 point in 60. And people want to sit here and chat shit. And then people are sitting there go, what about the decisions that didn't go to VAR? Well, they weren't clear and obvious then, were they? Because if they were clear and obvious errors, then it would have gone to VAR. People are sitting there saying, but what about the Bednarik one against Man United? Yeah, Mike Dean gave a penalty, but he never gave a yellow card. He then got told, yo, I think you've made a clear and obvious error there. He then went and viewed it and deemed it a red card, which is why it's been overturned. Because guess what? It weren't a red card because the geezer dived. The fact that he dived, yeah, and got a penalty, yeah, is irrelevant. He gave a red card because he made a clear and obvious error because VAR deemed it, yo, I think you might have missed something here, mate. Go and check it. When you're doing the Arsenal one against Wolves, he didn't make a clear and obvious error. It's a fucking penalty and it's a red card to the letter of the law. And this is what people are missing. People are sitting there going, oh, the refs, oh, VAR, oh, yeah, the governing body, oh, the PGMO, whatever the fuck it's called, MOGL or whatever it's called. Oh, it's a conspiracy. It's a conspiracy. No, it ain't a conspiracy. Yeah, we're 10th because we're shit. Let's be real here. Big up to Carl. He says, big up, Lee. Really strongly advise you, mate, to avoid engaging with haters on Twitter. They all it's all they crave and it makes them win. Big up always. Bruv, that platform's clown territory, bruv. Big up to you, my guy. Yeah. But this is the thing. And this is another thing I want to highlight real quick. I've had enough people tweeting me, oh, yeah, you wanted Jose. Yeah, Jose's still above us, by the way. I hope this helps. And they've still got a game in hand. And they're missing their best player. What's your point? This is some dead irrelevant little team from N17 with some washed up manager and some shit squad. So why'd you care about them so much? Why'd you care? Apparently they're so irrelevant, their squad's so shit, and their manager is so washed. Why'd you care? Why'd you care? Yeah? I'd take Jose over Arteta all day long. All day long. And twice on Sunday. Yeah, I don't know why people seem to think that because they lost to Chelsea tonight and they're 1 point ahead of us with a game in hand, that all of a sudden he's shit. Well, hold up. This is the best young coach in world football and he's 1 point behind some washed manager with a shit team. What's your point? You have an agenda. Yeah, I do. I do. My agenda is to win the league title, mate, which is why we smashed down a beautiful stadium and moved to a soulless bowl full of Wenger fans telling me trust the process. Not the one, mate. That's my agenda. That's my agenda. Big up to Jamie. 7 pens and 3 reds in a year and a half. Thank you. Thank you. Exactly. And this is the thing. People will not tell you the facts and reality because do you know what? When they're sitting there on their phone, yeah, during a watch along, go, oh, fucking hell, Twitter's having a meltdown. Let me tell you something, right? Let me show you this because I want to show you this, yeah, because some people seem to think that Twitter's some massive platform, you know. They seem to think it's some huge platform, yeah? Like some mad, huge platform, yeah? Check this. This is monthly users on each platform, by the way. Number of active users. Facebook's the biggest in the world. 2.7 billion users. YouTube, 2 billion. WhatsApp, 2 billion. Facebook Messenger, 1.3. WeChat, 1.2 billion. Instagram, 1.1 billion active users every single month. TikTok, 689 million. QQ, never heard of it, 648. Douyin, 600. Sina Weibo, I think that's a Chinese version of Twitter, 523 million active users a month. Qzone, never heard of it, just over 500 million. Snapchat, 433 million users a month. Reddit, 430 million users. I can't pronounce that, but the same. Pinterest, 416 million. Telegram, never heard of it. And there you see down the bottom, just down there, right, just above Quora, Twitter, 353 million. So out of that 353 million, what you've got to ask yourself is this. How many of the 40 plus million Arsenal fans globally, 40 plus million, let's say it's 50 million, yeah, for a round figure, 50 million. Out of that 50 million, how many do you reckon are sat on Twitter? Let's say 0.1%. Let's say 0.5%. Not a lot of people, is it really? Now you go all the way back up to Facebook. How many do you reckon are sat on the 2.7 billion, which is 9 times bigger than that dead app? What about you? What about YouTube? 8.5 times bigger. Oh, dear. What about Instagram? 4 times bigger nearly. Let's say 3.5. People seem to think Twitter's the be all and end all of social media. It's not. It's not. It's really not. It's just the mouthiest platform. And I'll tell you why it's the mouthiest platform. Because it's bang, 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 bang. I can tweet. Yeah? That platform's dead. It is actively dead. Facebook, 2.7 billion. Twitter, 300 million. I'm sorry, dead. 9 times bigger. YouTube, 8 times bigger, or 7 times bigger nearly. Let's say 6.5 times. WhatsApp is fucking the same size as YouTube. Yeah? Think how many people have got WhatsApp. How many of our Think how many people, and big up to my guy, 7% of the population uses Twitter. Yeah, half of their accounts are inactive, mate. And this is the thing. Yeah, bandwagons, viral tweets. Yeah, a viral tweet. Let me give you an example, right? So I'll give you this example. If you've got 50,000 followers on Twitter and you're active, yeah, you're tweeting, bang, bang, bang. You take that and put that into YouTube and you get the same level of activity, you would have about 350,000 fucking subs. 50k Twitter followers, 350k subs. You now put that on Facebook, you're nearly on 400k. It's tiny. But you know what? Because it's the most mouthiest, it's, oh my God, let me check Twitter to see what the general consensus is because I could be memed and I could go viral on Twitter. Who gives a fuck, bruv? The fact and reality is there's no conspiracy against Arsenal Football Club. The laws of the game state that David Luiz should have been sent off and it was a penalty. Do I agree? No. Don't blame the ref. Don't blame VAR. They're adhering to the rules. If you've got a job and you work at, say, Morrison's, for example, and you're the security of Morrison's, yeah? All right? And somebody nicks an apple and they run out and you see them nick the apple. They've put the apple in their pocket and they're fucking on 10 toes, yeah? And you chase them, yeah? And you catch them. Are you going to blame the security guard or are you going to blame the fucking offender? Come on. It's not difficult. It really isn't difficult. But I've told you this so many times. Yeah, the fact and reality is social media is a game to a lot of people. I don't need to play a game. If I was playing a game, I'd be sitting in knocking one out, sucking off Mesut Ozil, sucking off Pandemic Pep, licking up fucking Wenger, yeah, and being, oh my God, the club's amazing. Everything's great. We're 10th. You can see the process. Trust the process. I could easily build my channel 5 times quicker by doing all of them things. Mesut Ozil's got more fans than Arsenal Football Club. I don't need to do that because I ain't playing a game. I want my football club to do better than it's doing. A lot of these other people, I don't give a shit about the club. It's all about lining their pockets, yeah, and being sidemen and shit like that, yeah. End of the day, I couldn't give a fuck. I'm building the channel up based on being organic and being real with it and being fucking... Yo, I'm not going to be reactionary to certain things, but once I've had enough, you're getting told. Yeah? The opposite way round, everyone's fucking, oh, it's a joke. I watched, big up to Terry on Clauding the Bansters. Man sat there today who infuriated me, yeah? He said, yeah, it's the letter of the law, but the ref and VAR are a joke. Well, how are they? Because they adhere to the letter of the law, mate. We don't like the rules. We don't like the law. But the letter of the law says that if you don't attempt to play the ball and you take a man out, yeah, it's a penalty and a red. The grey area in the law is that he didn't attempt to play the man or the ball. Blame the law. Don't blame the ref and VAR for adhering to the law. How fucking simple are you? Seriously, it really isn't difficult. It really isn't difficult. But like I said, it's a great bandwagon. It's a great bandwagon to jump on it and get you a fuckload of views. I could have titled this video, VAR's a disgrace. The FA's a disgrace. There's a conspiracy against Arsenal. And I would have had 1,500 people watching instead of 500. No, sticking to what I believe in. I'm sticking to the facts. The facts are the referee went to the letter of the law. VAR went to the letter of the law. When we played Chelsea and Reece James took Kieran Tierney out, people are going, well, why ain't that a red? Because he ain't fucking 7 yards out cleaning goal in front of goal. He's in line with the goalpost. So it ain't a red. It's not a clear, obvious goal-scoring opportunity. Yeah, seriously, these people are dumb. When they're talking about the Martial one, Mike Dean gave a penalty, didn't even give a card. Go and check it. Man gave no card. Yeah? VAR went, yo, I think you've made a clear and obvious error here. I think he clips him, blah, 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 blah. Go and check it. Mike Dean went and checked it and gave a red. Martial tells Bednarek, nah, I never touched you. On review, i.e. appeal, afterwards, they've come to the right decision. What they should have done now is gone and fucking banned Martial for diving. That's what they should have done. But they got both decisions right. But Arsenal fans are always the victims. Oh, we're the victims. Everything's against us. Well, look, as you can see, like I just showed you a minute ago. Yeah, like I just showed you a minute ago. The fact and reality is, the fact and reality is, we actually gained 2 points last season because of VAR. We would have finished 9th with 2 points less. This season, we are -3. So we have been cost 1 point in 60 games. 1 in 60 games. Conspiracy, apparently. Conspiracy. Absolute conspiracy. It's a conspiracy. But there you go. Anyway, listen, that won't get views. That won't get extra zeros on the end of this video. That won't get shared. It won't trend. It won't go viral. People are saying I'm a clown. You're a hater. Anything to go against Arteta. No, I'm not a bandwagon jumper, mate. I look at the facts and reality, and I look at the ins and outs and then form my own opinion rather than sitting there going, oh, let me scroll on an app that's got less active users than Pinterest. And then what I'll do, is I'll jump online and I'll play up so I can get a viral tweet. Yeah, fuck off. That ain't me, bruv. If you want me to be fake, I'll happily be fake. Yeah, let me know in the comments. Do you want me to be fake? I'll fake it all day long. That ain't me, mate. That ain't me. When are you coming to South Africa? I'd love to, my guy. I'd love to. These guys are blind. Bruv, they're not blind. They know what they're talking about. They know exactly what they're doing, bruv. Yeah, sitting there saying it's not a penalty, saying it's a penalty in a red by the letter of the law won't get you traction on the internet, mate. Yeah? Like I said, I could have built this channel up to over 200k quite comfortably if I'd gnawed off Mesut Ozil, Mikel Arteta, etc., etc. Arsene Wenger. I could play up to every single crowd. I could play up to every single fucking, oh, it's a conspiracy. I could play up to that. I could do that. But I ain't doing that because the fact and reality is by the letter of the law, the ref and VAR did their job right. Don't blame the ref. Don't blame the fucking VAR. Blame the law. Yeah, fact. Come on, real one. I'll drink some Guinness, bruv. Would you still have Mourinho? I get asked this all the time. Like Tottenham lose a game and it's, oh, Lee, would you have Mourinho? Bruv, let me tell you something now, yeah? Said it 5 minutes ago. Washed up manager with apparently a shit squad that are worse than us. And they're irrelevant, yet they're still above us with a game in hand. Yeah. This club is finished. And the reason this club is finished, mate, is because if you look at the general consensus from the super fans that are crying foul play, big up to Mo, by the way. Mo was the only one actually speaking any fucking sense after the game. Well done to him. But if you look at the super fans, if you look at the Arsenal journalists that get into press conferences that want to keep their perks and their exclusivity to the club, they're peddling the whole, it's a conspiracy, it's this, it's that. And all this does is lower the standards of the football club. We're 10th, not because of VAR. We're 10th because Arteta is out of his depth. Simple as that. Anyway, let's do 3 more comments and I'm going to get myself out of it. Slap the likes up. Thoughts on Chelsea and now top 4 prediction. Top 4 prediction, I'd go Man City, Liverpool, Chelsea, Man United. Yeah, bruv, you can see a style of play inside 1 training session. He was in the country less than 24 hours. Your channel deserves over 100k. You can educate a fraudulent fan base. Bruv, listen, I don't care how many subs I've got. Yes, it's nice to have 50 odd K, whatever, cool. But like I said, I could quite easily have built this over 200k if I played up to the fan base. I ain't doing that. I'm keeping it real because I want what's best for my football club. I ain't about just jumping on this wave and this trend and, oh my God, let me go that way. And then as soon as the wind blows that way, I'll go back that way. Fuck off. That ain't me, mate. Yeah, I don't need to play up to a crowd like a lot of these other people, bruv. Yeah, and I'll take all the abuse. I'll take all the shit. I'll take all the fucking chat. It's just words on the screen, mate. It don't affect me one bit. I couldn't care less. Did you see Sean Dyche? I did see Sean Dyche's press conference. I did see his press conference. Fucking funny. Proper funny. But yeah. Let's do a few more. Let's do a few more. Let's do a few more. Do smash the likes up as well. Why can't we as football fans ask for actual balance and consistency, because the law is unstable as this fan base? Brother, I agree with you. Listen, at the end of the day, people are comparing our red card to Martial's red card. Totally different instance. Yeah, Martial dived and Mike Dean gave a penalty, but not a red. He didn't even book him. He never brought a card out. VAR went, yo, check that, and he gave him a red, which is why it's been rescinded. If that was the other end of the football pitch, yeah, with the Arsenal one against Wolves, if that's the other end of the football pitch and we don't get given that and he don't get a red, can you imagine the fucking fallout? Oh, it's a conspiracy against Arsenal. Then if we do get it, yeah, you owe me a nothing. Because I'll give an example. Last season against Man United away, we were at Old Trafford. Man puts the flag up, yeah. Lino puts the flag up, right? The whole of the Man U defence stop. De Gea stops. They've all stopped. Aubameyang didn't see the flag go up, so he's carried on and dinked De Gea. 1-1. They're all crying foul play. Oh, it's foul play. Goes to VAR. VAR goes, nah, it's onside, mate. But all of that team stopped. Where's everyone going, oh, well done, VAR? Yeah. Where's everyone saying, well done, VAR, when they disallowed 2 Sheffield United goals in the quarter-final of the FA Cup? And then added 8 minutes of stoppage time on, in which we scored in the last minute of that 8 minutes to get to a semi-final. Where's everyone saying, well done, VAR? Well done. They're not, because it's fucking seriously, yeah, it's an agenda against Arsenal. Arsenal fans will do anything to deflect the blame away from the fucking problem. Yeah. Arsenal fans will do anything online to fit in, yeah, with the masses. And then you've got certain other people that will jump on that fucking wave, yeah, just to get their clicks and their hits. I don't need to do that. Like I said, I've got 550 people watching this. If I titled this video, VAR's a disgrace, there's a conspiracy, everyone's against us, I'd have 1,500 people watching. I ain't going to lie to myself. If you want me to lie and you want me to bullshit my way through it like a lot of these other people do, tell me in the comments. I'll fully bullshit my way through it. Let me know. If you want me to be authentic and say it as it is and deal with it as fact rather than jumping on trends and waves, then tell me, because I'll fully do it. If that's what you want to see, if you want me to have fake fucking meltdowns and fake outrage, cool, tell me, I'll do it. Let me know in the comment section. I'll fully do it. I'll play up to all of you lot. Yeah, I'm sticking to what I fucking believe in. Yeah, and the fact and reality is the referee ain't against us because he kept the letter of the law. VAR went by the letter of the law. The law is the issue because there is grey areas in the law. Yeah, accidental contact should not be deemed as a red card. Yes, it was still a penalty, but it shouldn't be a red card. It should be a yellow. Yeah, or not a card at all. Yeah, but it's still a penalty. He stopped a clear and obvious goal scoring opportunity. But this is the thing. It deflects that away from the fact that this manager signed this player up to a new contract. And then this player, who's got a history of being out of position, yeah, then decides, yo, I'm just going to run up to halfway in the 47th minute as the most experienced player on the football pitch. I'll just vacate my fucking defensive duties and I'll run up and try and win a ball on halfway when Thomas Partey's there. Then what I'll do is when the ball pops out, I'll jump back and I'll admire it, yeah, and see where it's gone. That split second, he's now out of position. So now he's got a fucking choice. What do I do? So he's chasing the geezer back. Their stride patterns are out of sync. The guy then slows down even more. As he pulls his leg back to shoot, David Luiz's knee catches him. Harsh, but by the letter of the law, not VAR, not the refs, not the PGMOL or whatever it's called. Yeah. The letter of the fucking law is that's a penalty and a red. Oh, but it's a conspiracy. It's not a conspiracy, mate. If this manager hadn't fucking signed the geezer up to a new contract, he wouldn't be on the fucking pitch and he wouldn't be out of position. Do the math. Come on. We're not 10th because of VAR. We would have had 3 points less this season. I've just shown you that on the screen. We got 2 points more last season because of VAR. This season, we're -3. So in 60 games, we're -1 point from what we should have got. Conspiracy, apparently. That don't fit the narrative. Anyway, I'm fucking this off because I'm bored of talking about it now. But like I said, if you want me to jump on waves, yeah, and I'm reading some of your comments. If you want me to jump on waves, I'll fully jump on waves, mate. I'll play up to every single fucking crowd you want me to, if that's what you want. If you want me to have this fake outrage every time we get a decision against us, if you want me to fucking scream and shout and jump up and down like a twat, if you want me to call foul play every time something goes against us, then cool, I'll do that. You tell me. Yeah. If you want me to actually be authentic and real and want the best for my football club rather than giving a shit about being a side man or give a shit about fucking growing next man's channel or fucking getting extra zeros on videos, then tell me. And no, fuck off. It's my channel. It's 11:25 at night. Don't like it. Tough. Yeah. This video is not made for children, mate. I have to tick a box when I do it. It's not made for children. And if any children are up at fucking 11:25, why? Go to bed. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, it is what it is. Anyway, don't change. Thank you. See all you guys in the chat. Yeah, listen, I ain't gonna do this fake outrage shit. I'm gonna come with some level of, let me dig into the details, the nitty gritty, and we'll see from both sides. Yeah, and then we're forming opinion rather than going, oh, yeah, that little app Twitter, that's got less fucking active users than Pinterest. Oh, fucking hell, they're all saying it's fuck. Oh my god, how do these people know when they're on a watch along when they have to mute it because of copyright? How do they know what was said at halftime? Yeah, but Peter Walton said that. How do you know that? Because you couldn't put the volume up because you get done for copyright. Oh. Because if you notice, when I did my watch along and I said, Peter Walton's come on, so let me just mute the stream. So I muted it and I listened to what he said. Now I'm mute. Because if I didn't, I would have been done for copyright by BT Sport. How do these people know? Like, what's being said? Can they lip read that well? Wow. Wow. It's because they fucking sit and scroll through social media. Anyway, I'm going. All have a wonderful evening. And I'll be back again tomorrow. Big up to all of you guys. I will be doing a preview tomorrow. I'm going to see if I can get a Villa fan on to do a preview. And big up to every single one of you in the chat. Appreciate it. And make sure you smash a like on the video before you leave. There's currently 200 likes on this. Come on, keep slapping these likes up. And big up to everybody who's watched on Twitch. Make sure you are subscribed. And I'll be back again tomorrow. We out of here.